Hello guys and welcome back to Farming Simulator 2015. This is episode 16 on Gelvin Valley, and I'm going to discuss last episode for like a couple of minutes, well, a minute maybe. Don't worry, it's going to be interesting if you haven't watched it. What happened? Yeah, episode 15, not 14.5. Okay, I tried to sell a trailer of straw. I read the PDF and it specifically says bales of hay, not or bales of straw even, sorry, not straw. So presumably you can't sell straw, it has to be bales of straw. So I've now got a wagon full of straw which I must dump somewhere because I actually don't know how I would possibly bale it at all now, but that's my own fault for not reading closely enough. I guess it would be nice if we could do it someplace like, I don't know, I suppose once again it's a bit cheaty. You know, you can get a massive forage wagon and be done in 5 seconds with a massive field and stuff. Who's doing what and where's? You're here because I told you trailer. You're here because whatever. You're there. You're there. I don't know what we're doing today. What are we doing today? We're baling. That's what we're doing. I'll fix up the wagon later. Um, I think we'll fix up the wagon later. Where am I going now? I'm going possibly the wrong way. Meh, we'll go this way for a change of scenery. So, what's going to be happening? So, after this episode, there will be a point 5 episode, and we will be drawing silage from field 41 and another field that I remember along the way, all the way up to where is it now? The chicken farm, which is just behind us at the very moment of time. Yeah, it's a long draw, but them's the rules that I made up. So that's what we're doing. And I'm really annoyed that I couldn't sell one stinking trailer of straw. It would have made me so much money. Well, it would have made me, what, 10,000 maybe? Maybe? It would have made me 5,000. Definitely. Then I could put that into the bank because then I'd feel better. Then our bank loan isn't quite as high. The Maru sawmill, I really want to get it now because it adds more to the game. Without being just ridiculous, like the multi-fruit stuff with grapes and plums and every fruit underneath the sun. So yeah, that's what I want to do. Oh damn it, I said we're going to talk about 15 today, or 17 today. Oh, and I forgot. Well, I'll just go off at the tippy top of my head. So, what do I know about Farm Sim 17? Not facts, these are not facts. Let's see. They are trying to up crop density. I've said this before, I'm sure. But what they're planning to do is, you know, feel the wheat is not very thick or anything. Then again, it's not slack or anything, although it's not like, you know, what you'd see in reality. Farm sim, farm reality. But anyway, they're gonna up that. Massey Ferguson are coming in. Dites are coming in. Sorry, I'm yawning. Who else is coming in? Lily are coming in. Massey Ferguson. Did I say Massey Ferguson already? Massey Ferguson are coming in. And possibly John Deere. I've seen some pictures and there's a John Deere, but I don't know. A very important thing is the lighting, right? And people are saying, okay, lighting, good. What does the lighting have to do with anything? Well, do you know when they're taking professional photos in the studio and all this, they've got like a million lights around the place and it's like lit up like a Christmas tree in just like one tiny spot. There's the baler. We shall be efficient about this. The baler, the baler, the baler, the baler, 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 baler. Also in the point 5, so we might be doing a bit of baling because I have a lot of bales to bale. I saw it somewhere. I saw it parked somewhere. Where the hell is it? This is what I get for parking things. There it is. This is what I get for parking things nice and tidily. I get a pain of a job looking for them. Okay. So, come on there. Back it in. Missed the hitch completely. Well, also, what I'm planning on doing right now, I just thought of this in my head. I know I'm kind of going off Farm Sim 17 for a second. Let me check. Garage 32,000. So we can sell the T4 for 32,000. We have a loader tractor, and that means we would have enough for the A340 if we took it to the shop. Although the Schluter is a bit better, I think. It's 150. I really like that Schluter. Is there anything else around 100 and odd? He has a 50k box. He's very expensive. He's new, I suppose. Something with a 50k box would be really nice. I said the Massey was going to be next, so I'll check the Massey. Let's see how much he costs. He's expensive too, isn't he? Where's the Massey pack, damn it? Are they at the back? Did I pass them? Did I get rid of them? I'm gonna check them guys out too, they're good. You're 117. We'll see. We'll see. I would prefer the Nitro because it's just a more solid tractor because it's by Giants. But we'll see. I'll test all these things out before we go buy anything and make sure that everything's good. But anyway, back on track. Let's check the time. We're going for about 5 minutes. Right. So where was I? Lighting. Yes. Checking road. Nothing. Doesn't matter. Right. So. How does this work now? Sorry, I'm like yawning a lot for some reason. Let's see. So, why does it matter? Well, as I said, when you're in a studio and they're taking professional photos and whatnot, they'll light it up like super well, and that's just to get the maximum out of everything. In Farm Sim 13, they were super limited to the amount of light sources they're allowed to have. So if anyone's used Giants Editor ever, you might have noticed if you pull up a map, or a tractor actually would still have it on the side, that they have light sources pointing. They're just like, why am I not here? I should have went down to where the compound is. Doesn't matter, we'll go to field 32. They have light sources, they're just yellow arrows, 3 of them I think it is, just pointing at the tractor or something like that. And they have them up in the sky as well, in maps, just pointing in some direction. And the more of them you have, the better it would look, but it was limited in 15, 13 and so on and so forth. I think they just brought in more light sources in 15, and that's why the game looks respectively better, and quite a lot better in fact actually. But 17 is going to have even more of them apparently, which will light up things even better, give us more of a gloss, things like that, a better gloss, not just more, and make it more better looking, for lack of better English. We took the wrong road. Did we? Yeah, we did, sort of. It doesn't matter. So that's how they're going to make it better somehow. There was a vote put out by Giants, and I think about 50,000 people took part in it, I think. I can't be sure. And this vote detailed, asked the question for the vote. It wasn't the vote. It was, what's the word I'm looking for? A questionnaire. And the question was, there's only one question. What would you like to see improved in Farm Sim 17? I would prefer to I would prefer to tell you the proper results, but the number one result, I'd like to give them to you in all one big list. But the number one result anyway was improved physics, and that says something about the physics apparently, because they're not that bad. I mean, they were a bit skaty at first, I guess, but now they're not bad at all. Like, I never have problems with skating anymore, unless you come out a gap like way too fast or something. Like, that's the only time where skating is a problem. And people, that is reality. You don't just stick to the ground like glue. Tractors do still slip like cars. They're not magnetized or anything, like, you know. So that's kind of what's been happening, as far as I can see. And that is why they're probably doing something to the engine at all. It was rumored that they're going to do nothing to the engine, but with 9,000 odd people voting to, which is like, what's that, 20% of the people voting for a better engine, they're surely going to do something with the engine. Maybe not a whole pile, but it will be refined at least. Where is this gap now? There it is. So they're like, you know, when 15 came out, it was a brand new engine. They didn't know how anyone was going to react to the sliding. They might have thought, oh, this makes the game better because it's a bit more difficult now, and you just can't cruise around the place at 9 million miles an hour anymore. Why is there a road missing? Because I picked up the wagon, I forgot. Right, and that's why they refined the engine. They made it less slippery for people because they just really didn't like it, and now everyone is more happy. But they're probably going to refine the engine even more now, since people have voted so unanimously, basically, that the engine needs to be fixed more. If that's what is a good sentence, I don't know. And sadly, what the? Okay, no, that's the button, and that's how they are doing it now. Right, so that's all I have on Farm Sim 17. There was a lot of interesting facts. Ooh, I have another interesting fact actually, which is very important. And that is that there's a possibility that there will be a new crop brought in. I've heard a lot of talk about it, and I'm kind of wondering, why would they pick this crop of all crops? I've never knew that crop, the crop I'm going to mention in a second, was such a important part of harvesting of any crops. And the crop that I've heard of is sunflowers. I never knew sunflowers were harvested on that scale. Like I know you can buy sunflower seeds to eat, but I didn't think that you did have a harvester for it or anything, and I don't know how that would exactly work. But apparently they're coming in, possibly. Not guaranteed or anything. And I'm just going off of rumours floating around the place, which seem relatively solid. And interesting fact about the sunflowers they're bringing in. They are apparently going to follow the sun in the game. I don't know the reality. I really don't know that much about sunflowers. I presume they don't. I would be astonished if they did. But so as the sun rotates around, the head of the flower will follow the sun. And I'm just thinking there, that'll be really fun to watch when you have the 12,000 mod, the super fast forward mod, like, you know, and you just see the flowers, you know, spinning like crazy, because daytime moves at 12,000 times speed. But anyway, that's all I really know about it, to be fair. Can't really say much else, sadly. I wish I did look this up. I could get up my phone now, but it would take time. I'd have to pause the video or leave you guys waiting, and I don't want to edit it together because editing is a pure pain of late because I don't edit anymore, just upload raw files. And if I have to split a video, I have to do it in YouTube. If I have to join the video, I have to do it in YouTube, and YouTube is like a pure waste of time with their editing software built in. New. Come on, this bale is a waste of time. And there. I turned on the baler, I promise. I hit the button. Right, and doesn't look. The crop is heavy, but we're not getting that many bales. How many bales? 6 bales so far. Easy. Oh. How do I reset the bale counter? I want to know, because I'm gonna turn it off after this session, or reset it after the session even. Reset counter on. Okay, so that's fine. I can do that afterwards. And that'll be fine. We get rid of that again, and we're just going to continue baling because that's all we've got to do. Bale and draw grass, which I don't really know what we're doing with. I can't much bale it because it's in such an awkward area, that I don't know how I'd draw the bales out of it unless I had that AW trailer. I wish there was a smaller AW trailer that would take only, like, you know, I don't know how many bales, a lot less bales, because the AW trailers, it's just so tempting to take 25 bales at a time. You know you can, it's like, meh. We also need to move on to the Crown Ultima. Which will help us a lot. Because non-stop baling. Like a pro. Plus, if we're baling up this hill here, we could be like, I think you can hold the bales on the backs for a little while, so once you get to the top you could drop 2 bales, like, effective immediately, which would be super handy also. Because they're 100% productivity, good. Bales done. Great. More bales to drop. No. And we just get this bit over here because quite a sizable bit. And I couldn't get it with the rake. It was just too out of the way. And there goes the bale. Whoa, 30. I should have hit the handbrake. Okay, I'm gonna have to back up quite a bit. Back it up, because we were baling at 30 kilometers an hour. Okay, no, that's not exactly what I wanted to do, but okay. And it popped into existence, as you can see. Great. These would be some light bales if you're baling in reality. Okay. And how to get there, and back up again, because going way too fast. And we haven't missed that much around the field, so a little bit here and there. that I'm not really worried about at all. So we're going to go up this side because it just makes sense not to have to go up a big steep hill while spading. So we've made a total of 75 bales so far. That's a hell of a lot of bales. 75 bales. Wow, that's actually a lot. It doesn't feel like the 75 bales are on the best. Maybe I've forgotten to feel them somewhere, but... And I know we've used a couple, but it doesn't feel like I've anything near the 75 bales made. And I wonder if I get a new baler, will the counter move over onto that? Or will it just be like this baler has made a total of 75 bales? Or will it be like you have made a total of 75 bales altogether? That's another thing I'm wondering. I haven't used it very much. I wasn't very much interested in it. Right. We also, well, I'm hoping for a great demand on wheat or barley. Or anything except for canola. Because we've had our great demand on canola already. And we don't have any more of it, so no need for great demand. And there we do. Oh dear. Don't roll a bit. Don't roll, please. Oh, fine. Okay, and he's gone. He's there, and he stuck the landing. Yeah. Right, more bales, still more bales. Oh gosh, 1 or 2 minutes of baling. Great. There will be a bite value video definitely this episode because we need to bale so much, and the cultivation. Oh my god, I actually must start cultivating that now. In fact, I'm actually so desperate that I think I'm going to have to do something about it immediately. I'm trying to think. Okay, we need to get the cultivation going like ASAP. So I'm afraid we're going to have to say goodbye to the T4. Where's the T4? Have I passed it? I've passed it. Okay, so T4, goodbye. You were helpful for like 5 minutes. But it is now time to go. You can also leave your weight somewhere. I don't know where though. Is there anything else that we can sell that we actually don't need? Oh yeah, we're gonna take that cultivator, and we're gonna take the seeder as well, wherever the seeder is, because I'm going to buy the in-game. Ow, my knee hit my knee. Off corner. Ooh, 52,000. That's a lot of money. Plan 2, so decent cultivator. Plan 3. Let's see, we got cedars. He's not bad. He's a cultivator as well, isn't he? But he's very narrow. He's also 35,000. There's no need for that. No. Cultivators. Do I have no? Oh, I do. Put it down there. Right. He isn't bad, I don't think. Is there anything kind of not bad? Not you. You're a plow, technically. He's 2 meters wide. He's 2.5 meters wide, and he's 2.5 meters wide. You are 3 meters wide, so that is the best cultivator that we have. So we will have much work ahead. So we're going to go up and we're going to get the A340. Why the A340? It's a workhorse basically. That is a very powerful tractor, and I've driven it. It pulled quite a large shredder fairly well, so I'm presuming it can pull a cultivator pretty well. And we're going to get auto tractor, or should have brought over the damn cultivator. I'm gonna get it. Because we're gonna have to make the trip anyway with the TE or the A340. Should I call it? Drop a comment. Should I call it the A340 or the Ford? Because people will be like, "What's an A340?" Well, I know I'm halfway out on the road, but at least I remember to check the night crossing. So I need to bring this over. Ooh. Whoa. Okay. Just push it to the limit. Can it even lift this? I mean, seriously. No, it cannot. Does the no? Does the A340 have a front linkage? It most certainly does not, which doesn't surprise me. You can put weights in it though. So we need to put front weight on the front of the D4. If does this have a front end? No, it doesn't. Okay, well we just wasted time. What else is new? What else is new? I'm a saint, I remembered. Right, so off to the shop and we get the most money we possibly can for this, and then we can get the H40, and we'll be in the horsepower, the actual horsepower, not the imaginary horsepower that it has, like the Lamborghini. I'm hoping that the A340 will be a workhorse for us for quite some while. I do wish I had a 50k box, because in reality it does actually go faster than 40k. It's more like a 45k box. Even 45 would be something. And will it fit underneath that branch? That's a good question. I guess we'll find out. And bar looking. We might get a T4 again at some stage. I always say that we'll get it back eventually. Never happens. Field 7 is a good field to buy if we are intending to buy a field, because it is cultivated and everything. I'm tempted to see how much it costs. Exits. Does it say on the sign? Oh, nope. Like for going backwards. 38,400. That's not bad. Does it say on the sign? Yeah, it does. Okay, so the signs say the prices as well, which is very nice. So we can just drag up to the future instead of having to hit R. So 30, was it 8,000 or 33,000? 38,000 isn't bad for the field. I think we'll get that field next when we decide to get a field. I'm just going to be looking at prices all the time now. Yeah, that's a big field anyway. It's not very flat though. And the ploughing, oh the ploughing. I'm not looking forward to the ploughing. There's field 26 off in the distance, ready to be baled, which we must still do. And up here, and here, and around the back. Okay, so you just walk over here, no need to run. And sell for 38,000. What does it sell for in the garage here, just right here? So we get 6,000 just for a drive it here. That's a bargain. I don't care what anyone says. I just want to check one last thing as well, and that is the maintenance per day. 70 maintenance per day. And 115 maintenance per day. Ooh, well, meh. It's a bigger tractor, come on, let's face it. Right, and go. Done. Bought. Done deal. Come on, mouse react, please. We have 13,000 left over. How to get the shop? And I'm going to repay 5,000 of our loan again. And we're back down to 8,000. And we're going to tab into our new tractor. Yay! Our A340. Woo! Our A340 Power Star SLE. With, does it have the fancy gearbox? This has the fancy gearbox. I never checked that in the review. So there's two gearboxes in these tractors. There's a 6-speed and an 8-speed. So this is the 8-speed because it's 4 and 4, and the 6-speed is 3 and 3. There's a bit of a funny noise off of it. I did forget about it. I did note it in the review. I think. Not the just cruising along noise, but there's a kind of a funny idle on it. I've yet to have it doing actual walk though and everything. It feels big compared to anything I've driven on here so far. And it is a big tractor as well. They are quite sizable. Let's turn the beacons. How do I turn the beacons? This button. Yes. Beacons all the way home. And wherever we roam. What time we got? Oh, that's a pity. It's time to call it an episode. So, if you want to see this tractor in action, you're going to have to watch the 0.5 video, which is coming up next, which is what, 15.5? Or is it 16.5 now? I don't know. Whatever this episode is, plus 0.5. And you can see it cultivating, because we're going to put it cultivating like immediately. Oh wait. Cultivators. Oh man, did I make a mistake here? 18,000. We have 13,000, I believe, wasn't it? Cultivators. Can we buy a decent one? 19,000. Nope, we can't. Okay. So, if you want to see this cultivating, tune in next episode for a little while and you can see it in action for the first time. But until then, guys, thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you next time. Please like and subscribe if you like this video. And the link to this map will be in the description as always. Bye, guys.